Hello guys, this is Hexagon Zero and welcome back to another episode of Multiplayer Mondays. Alrighty then. First thing you'll notice, well, I'm playing Capture the Flag. My first time ever playing this game mode. I literally just searched for any random Dragon's Teeth map and started playing. So that's essentially what this entire round is. It's 30 minutes long. Yeah. Because Capture the Flag takes forever, and also the time limit was 30 minutes. None of the teams actually made it to 3 captured flags. Why? Because Sunken Dragon sucks for Capture the Flag. Why? Too open. You have that wonderful thing called the parking garage on one side, which is also a significant advantage and also a major disadvantage. As you will find, for most of this clip, I do not leave this, for most of this video, I do not leave this area except for right here. In the very beginning, when me and a squad mate go on a suicide attempt to go and get the enemy flag. It does end up being practically suicidal, aside from the fact that I don't kill myself, but that area over there is really dumb. Over here, you've got a wide open space, lots of areas to cover from a distance, mind you, and you've got the giant building, the Sunken Hotel, or whatever that thing was. It might have been a restaurant. I'm not really sure. Either way, whatever it was, you've got that giant bit of cover. So my point is, this map is completely unbalanced as to where they put the flags. If one of the flags was, per se, top right, that might be slightly better. It's more open, but it's not open-ish. There's trees and crap in the way. And then if the other flag was, let's say, in the bottom left corner of the map, but not quite at the complete bottom, just a couple buildings up, and one building to the right. There you go. Essentially, Conquest Spawn, except slightly higher up than that. You would be reaching pretty optimal locations. Otherwise, you could just go with the straight top left and bottom right, respectively, depending on each side. Doesn't really matter. You can flop the sides. Yeah, Capture the Flag game mode has always been one I've been a little curious and finicky about, because it can... yeah, SR-21 killed in one shot. Nice. I've never really liked Capture the Flag. It's okay. I like the premise, but unless you got vehicles, there's no point. And there is only vehicles on this map are jet skis, hovercraft, and ATVs. So, not much of a challenge there. Anyway. For most of this game mode, I do end up using LMGs, surprisingly. More specifically, the AWS M240B, and that's it. Along with the L85A2, which is what I'm using right now, as well as a attempt to use a G18, which I just unlocked, by the way, that failed miserably. And now this guy. If you want to have a fun time, watch the chat for this entire 30-minute episode. It's hilarious. Okay, this guy's sight set? Yeah. He's an ass. There's no really better terminology for it, but me, being the stupid person that I am 15 minutes ago, actually it's 45 now, I decided to feed the troll. But if you don't really want to watch Battlefield footage, or maybe you just want to listen to my voice, or you just want to pay attention to something else, watch the chat. It's hilarious. It's so much terrible trash talk. The amount of things that people's moms will do nowadays is outrageous. But, so for most of this match, I stay in this little building here. So why don't I talk about Sunken Dragon's design? It's obviously in the name, Sunken, and then Dragon. There is a dragon-themed restaurant, and that's the main feature of this entire map. It's tilted, so you know you've got that angular problem, and also you can raise and lower the water on the bottom floor, so you know you got the added water complication. And then the rest of it is pointless and boring, really. there's this parking garage, which serves quite a high pivotal point of entertainment when you actually have people running in and out of it. For example, this is the D flag on Conquest, and it's usually quite contested because it's so easy to hide and run around and spawn in on and get a helicopter to fly on top of and all that stuff. But on Capture the Flag, you don't have any of that. So, I'd be interesting to see what Rush looks like on this map. It's really kind of small. I don't think it would work. It's not big enough. Anyways. And then there's just buildings. It's kind of like Siege of Shanghai, except less interesting. And the only other kind of feature of attraction is on the left side. If you're looking... Actually, it's on the top side if you're looking at the map. That gets pulled up on screen if you hit M. There is this rather cool bridge or so across this... It's a dam, essentially. And you have the option in one of the upper control towers to raise and lower the water level. And you can do this as many times as you want per round. And it's pretty fast times you can do it. Like you can click up, click down. It's actually kind of fun. That's one of the requirements to unlock the Unica 6 revolver, actually. It's very fun. Now I'm just focusing on getting 6 headshots so I can unlock the deagle. Because even though I probably won't use it except maybe in my recon class and maybe my support class, you know, still be kind of cool to have. Yeah, so this map, not many interesting things. It does look good. The lighting on it is incredible. I'll give it that. Lighting, amazing. Nice job, DICE. Rest of it, not so much. Especially if behind the restaurant, that area is so underdeveloped. It's essentially one building with glass walls. That's all it is. There's no point to it, really. It's pointless. So, with this map exhausted and this game mode pretty much explained, you'd capture the flag, bring it back to your flag location, don't let your flag be stolen. Bingo, bongo, bingo. Ooh, that didn't turn out right. It was meant to be bingo, bongo, bango, but, you know, my tongue got in the way of my teeth. So, I can't talk about some of the things that I do, because I do demonstrate some pretty good tactics. And flanking, for one, as well as moving around the enemy, knowing where your enemy's going, typically. Trying to predict enemy behavior based on stupid 9-year-old logic, and... no, that's pretty much it. Also trying to use C4 to blow up trees. You can get a clear sight at windows, but that will come in due time. Recently, gaming news erupted. Not really erupted. Nvidia doesn't like Mantle, essentially. Nvidia will not support Mantle because... blah. I don't know. It's no surprise there. They're practically competing companies at this point. Mantle belongs to AMD. Nvidia is... well, Nvidia. So, no problems there. Other than the fact that they're disagreeing. Stuff about... oh yeah, the Destiny. Wow, it went from closed beta to open beta in a matter of days. No one saw that coming. And it's got... there's a rumor going around that the full game got leaked. And... like the full game with all the stuff and campaign and... lots of amazing Peter Dinklage lines. Personally, I don't believe it. Might just be a publicity stunt, but yeah. What else? Oh yeah, a new type of monitor was discovered. You essentially take 2 LCD screens, lay them over each other, offset them, use a computer program to correct for pixels, and you know, higher resolution screen for half, well, actually double the price of a normal LCD, considering there's 2, except you don't have all the other hardware, so it's really just price of the LCD plus an extra screen. Oh well, still in development. Probably won't see it for another 4 years. What else? There's something about Assassin's Creed Unity, Master of Horror, Rob Zombie. I don't know what that is. It looks somewhat interesting, but I'm not gonna bother to watch it. Avengers of Age of Ultron looks pretty good too. I'm essentially going through my Facebook feed because it's got a whole bunch of stuff that's related to gaming. Another random crap. We got mods. We got apparently if you pre-order Destiny, you get exclusive weapons. Again, no one saw that coming. Oh yeah, Dragon's Teeth rolls out on for non-premium players tomorrow. In fact, that would be the day after Monday, which is Tuesday, of course, the 29th. So, yes, that's rather fun. We're going to see a whole bunch of noobs trying to run around and play chain link and unlock weapons. There could be a lot of swimmers, because people want to unlock the Desert Eagle. Why? Because it's highly overrated. Why didn't I take that shot in the first place? I don't know. This is a horrible G18 usage event. Because this guy knows I'm here. He sees me peek out. He then throws a grenade. It detonates. I burst out, start firing a G18, get a hit marker, and oh, dead. Yeah, wait. Either he's going to throw a second grenade, or he's going to think I'm dead and leave, or he's just going to come investigate, in which case the G18 is a faster firing rate than basically anything he has time to pull the trigger with, except for the AK-5C. You didn't calculate that into my plans. He was a support player. I expected an LMG, and LMGs take about 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0.0, no, 0.1 seconds to pull the trigger. So, there is that issue. G18, less time. More recoil, but, you know, you hold down right, nothing really happens. You gotta compensate for that, obviously, but... that's coming to the end of my relevant Facebook feed. That means I've got another 20, no, 19, oh yeah, 19 minutes of talking, but nothing to talk about. There was something I just completely forgot. No, slipping my mind. Oh yeah, variety of games. I got a comment recently from a rather frequent commenter on the channel, and he said, you should try a variety of games. Now, I assume that he meant that I should not be playing just FPS games, and, well, I assumed wrong. Because, as I have said before, I do play real-time strategy games as well as driving games. I find them fun, so I play them. That's kind of how it works. So, I don't just play FPS games, but I play the games that interest me. Like, I'm not going to play an MMO or an MMORPG or an RPG. Well, technically Skyrim's a... My definition is somewhat loose on what I will play, but I do not like sitting... Like, RuneScape, good example. I do not like sitting there for an hour grinding my fire-making level so I can make a campfire in 0.3 seconds. That's what you do with fire-making skills, right? Don't set stuff on fire. This is me stupidly blowing up trees so I can get a clear shot at the upper windows without endangering myself. In reality, I should slap a better sight on this AWS, but I'm too stubborn for that. But what Mr. Quintana? I think that was his name. Assuming it's a he. My policy on the internet is if it's... Assume they're he until proven otherwise. That's probably why I only have 11% female viewership, but then again, I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, he essentially he was meaning that I should post more games. And I would love to. Really, I would. I would love to film and render all day, and that isn't sarcasm. That isn't sarcasm. I know a lot of what I say is sarcasm, but or maybe sarcasm people don't detect because I'm so good at it, and that's just arrogance. But I wish I could. The trouble is, I don't really have the time anymore. I'm rapidly running out of time in which I can't even do the minimal that I'm doing right now, and that's barely anything. Literally, it's Assassin's Creed 4, Skyrim, Commander Mode, and Multiplayer Monday. Well, that's 4 things, and that's 3 games. Yeah. Problem. course, Multiplayer Mondays does allow me to post whatever multiplayer footage I want, but considering Battlefield 4 is currently the only worthwhile one kind of want to post, then I'm going to post that. So, there is that little chestnut. Of course, a lot of people don't notice my... because probably I'm really good at hiding them, but a lot of people don't notice my little quirks. My little things that I hide from... I don't hide them. I hide them in plain sight, really. They're little things that I add in the description, or little things that nowhere people would really check. Like, for example, my playlist giant page. If you go into my channel and there's, like, I don't know why the C4 didn't kill him, maybe it was too far away. If you go into my channel and you check in the playlist section, you will find a whole bunch of playlists. You will also find, as of filming this video, 2 empty playlists. Hex plays Watch Dogs and Hex plays Battlefield 4 Campaign. Yeah. Yeah. Yay! Hexagon! You already post Commander Mode footage and Multiplayer Monday footage, and now you're gonna post the actual campaign for Battlefield. Yeah, variety much. No, but I have managed to get Watch Dogs working to somewhat, at least, manageable levels. There's no lag anymore when I'm driving, which is great. That took a lot of hours, but... you know, I tweaked the settings, changed a couple things, deactivated a couple other protocols... a whole bunch of techno-babble mumbo-jumbo that half of it I'm making it up, but... point is that it works. I haven't tried recording with it yet, but I guess we will find that out when I do a test record in... let's see... 14, maybe 15, maybe 13 minutes. So, yeah. That'll be coming. There's also a super secret project that I'm working on that's going to take me into, I'm betting, at least November to finish it. And don't worry, but I'll give you guys a little hint. By the time I get to the 3rd game, I will be posting the first game's footage. In recording, that is. That's all I'm going to say in the matter. A lot of you guys who have been fond of my channel for a long time will know what I'm talking about. But others won't. Ah, the great mysteries of life. Also, there's a whole bunch of games going to be released quite soon. Notably, Assassin's Creed Unity, the crew. That's all I can pull out of my hat right now. Where is my sheet? I have a sheet over here, someplace of games that I'm somewhat interested in. Yeah, here they are. Destiny. Of course, there's a rumored PC coming, and it's almost been confirmed, but you know what. Battlefield Hardline, I was excited for it, not really excited for it anymore. Essentially, it's a DLC for Battlefield 4, but DICE is trying to make all they can do. They're delaying it to 2015, adding more stuff like that, you know. Woohoo! Batman Arkham Knight, I plan on playing that, actually. Why? Batmobile and Gotham. That's what sold me. I've been waiting for that. I mean, the other ones look great in terms of story, but, you know, Batmobile and Gotham. Can't really beat that. Sniper Elite V3, June 27th, a month ago now. That was released. I'm waiting until the next Steam sale to buy that, but I have Sniper Elite V2, and if you guys do not remember, Revolution Gaming, or as his name actually is spelled, Revolution, we managed to pick up Sniper Elite V2 for free on Steam during a thingy-majigger, and we're trying to organize our schedules to play that. It's taking a little bit longer than I had thought it would. Of course, there's the crew, which is supposed to be coming out on 11/11. Far Cry 4, which is November 18th. These are kind of older dates, too, so... yeah. Assassin's Creed Unity, and Rainbow Six Siege. So those are coming out soon. You will notice that almost all of them are first-person shooter games, except for Batman and the Crew. But then, of course, there is a flight sim. A lot of other people don't know this, but not something I actually mention a lot, is I do play flight simulators. and most notably older ones, like Stormavik 2. Oh, then I got a whole drawer filled with the nice big old classic cases. What do we got here? It's been so long. Ah, well, that's where that hard drive went. 500 gigs, not bad. We've got IL-2, Forgotten Battles, IL-2, WW2 Combat Simulator, Pacific Fighters, and a couple other boxes down there someplace that are buried amongst rubble. Yeah, flight simulators. I do play that. Oh, Battlefront 2. It's Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you can fly in jets. Technically, not jets, they're starships. But technically, I call that a flight sim. Because I typically only play space, perhaps. Unless I can go ham with Darth Maul. Ah, Darth Maul. And what is that name of that place? Asteroid Belt. Second trilogy. Leia hid there. It's where Leia... No, it's where Padme had Luke and Leia. That place. If you can do the faction settings where it's Darth Maul, just have fun wrecking those troops. Just whale that lightsaber, baby. It's so much fun. That's how I at least relieve tension, actually. How much time do I have left? 9 minutes? Okay, I can keep on going on. What other games do I have in my drawer here? I'm a massive Star Wars fan, so I've got Star Wars Empire at War Gold Pack, Star Wars 2 Original Trilogy Lego, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That is a game that is very high on my #1 game list. Thank you, phone. You can be quiet now. And I do want to do a playthrough of that, but I'm still kind of dealing with the whole dilemma that, you know, it's mostly a talking game, and not a lot happens very quickly in it, and I know what happens in it very intimately. Ooh, that came out wrong. I know very well, is what I should be saying, because I've played it about 37 times. And I'm not even joking there. It's because I played it constantly for 3 years straight. Know the complete ins and out of the entire game. Of course, I haven't played it in 2 years, so I'll be a little rusty. But I want to get to that soon. Maybe December, somewhere in there. What else we got? Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 3. I don't want to post Star Wars Battlefront 2 footage. It's really not that interesting. There's no campaign to it, nothing interesting there, and the multiplayer servers are essentially shut down. Star Wars The Best of PC. This is a combo disc. Contains a whole bunch of stuff. Empire at War, Knights of the Old Republic, Battlefront 1, very good. Jedi Knight, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and then the biggie, Star Wars Republic Commando. I did mention that some games were on my #1 list. This is #1. Star Wars Republic Commando is, my opinion, the best game that I have ever played. Why? Compelling story, incredibly developed characters, despite the fact that they don't have much development. I don't know how they pulled that one off. Excellent gunplay, good use of tactics, a whole bunch of stuff like that. Blah blah blah, promotion, promotion, promotion. I don't make any money off of it. So, yeah, I have talked about doing Republic Commando a lot, just never really gotten around to it. And I'm worried that since Windows 7 support is going to be ending soon, and older games, older flight sims that I used to play, like this is for you really ancient gamers out there, Descent and Free Space. I apologize if I really ancient angered anybody. Come on, if you're old enough to remember Descent, you're old enough to remember the invention of polygons. So there is that. And I'm worried that maybe the support for those types of games, like the DX, I believe the DX8. Oh, Free Space was like DX2, so yeah. But I'm worried that the support might be pulled soon, so I kind of want to get them down on record before they're gone. And then, my personal favorite for this year to come, No Man's Sky. God, I am so excited for this game. This is This is Minecraft with spaceships, except less building and better graphics, way better graphics. And then of course there's Star Citizen. I'm kind of excited for that one too, but I don't think my PC's going to be able to run it. It's so graphic intensive, holy crap. But No Man's Sky is going to look incredible. Ever since the launches of Assassin's Creed 4 and Watch Dogs, I've been sworn off pre-ordering games, but No Man's Sky is the one I would make an exception for. Why? Because procedural generation of terrain that's infinite. The world is literally your undiscovered oyster. So, I really like that. I really like No Man's Sky. Really amazed with the dev team. 4 people designed that entire platform. Of course, it still had some grainy issues that you don't really notice during their E3 demos, but, you know, they were there. Then again, it was an E3 demo that was scripted. So, I can't expect too much of it, and it was an early stage of the game, and even then, I'm completely floored by it. So, yahoo! Okay. Now, at this point in the terminology of game, that is the actual footage that's on screen right now, trash talking is kind of in full swing right now, and the teams are tied. And I'm going to spoil the ending here, so cover your ears if you don't want to know, or take off your headset or whatever. Right about now, we do end in a draw. Okay, you can put your headphones back on now if you haven't already. So, I am running right now with the M240B with an angle grip, a 3.4 times sight if memory serves, and a laser sight. And an ammo kit that I keep on forgetting to drop and use and reload for that matter. But I can see the guys below me, or at least I thought I saw guys below me on the mini-map there, and I'm kind of waiting for them to come up the staircase, but they're either dead or, you know, very dead. So, there is that. Kind of exhausted all I had to talk about. Battlefest was okay. It was a double XP weekend. I leveled up to level 76, I believe, or something around there. I would have... one thing I told myself I was going to do is that I was going to set aside like 2 hours and I was going to use 200% XP boosts and just play hardcore. Not like hardcore the game mode isn't, just completely go ham at it, see how far I could get, and I didn't end up doing it this time because I got interrupted 3 times, and I didn't want to risk wasting my 200% times if I was just going to be interrupted. So that will come at a later date when we have another double XP event, which should be soon, considering the fact that EA is sucking up to our butts right now. What else? What else? What else? What else? Guys in the water. Well, we got about a minute left anyway, so not much point in me talking longer. I've exhausted all the topics I want to talk about. There are a couple others that I am just forgetting now, I think. And I was gonna knife this guy, but then he gets, you know, his brain blasted all over the side pavement. So that has a slight dampener on whether or not you can get the kill. Nope. That's it. We technically won because we got the flag first. That's kind of how capture the flag deters. At least that's what I'm figuring out from playing it, because this is the first time I can play it. And, oh shoot, now I remember what I wanted to talk about. Commander mode not being used in other game modes like capture the flag. But, oh well, I guess that will have to wait until a later date. Sorry. Anyway, I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, and all of that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time. This is the Hexagon Zero, signing out.